There we go. Had to unmute.
There we go. I had to do the same thing.
I was like, oh. I felt a little out of practice. I was kind of behind the scenes going, okay, I wonder if I just hit this time, if it just goes away and we pop up. I was like, I felt out of practice.
Yeah, well, I actually had a little issue with that last week, but it's so it's good to have our producer back.
Yeah, right. I did watch the replay. I was like, we didn't even go through that stuff. I'm still learning, so it's all good. You still went live and it worked, so that's it.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
I figured it out eventually.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Brenda. Thank you, Sister Brenda. Jana, I know that the music's a little trippy on our intro, so yeah. Oh, Jana from South Alabama. Jana, you're not probably far from me then. I'm down here in Atlanta for about 3 more weeks before I head back up to the tundra of Minnesota for my new job. So, yeah. Melissa, Francie. Oh, hey, Cordelia. I just did some videos here. I mentioned Cordelia and some pre-recorded videos coming out. She gave me some stash when I went to meet her for lunch. So I'm using some of her, I don't know, it was overstash or whatever she gave me. So, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. How did last week go?
It went well. Yeah, I think it went really well. I did finish a little on the earlier side. I knew that may happen because it was kind of an easier card. But it gave us some time to walk through the City View paper pad. My dog is making up on a table that he shouldn't be on in the background.
I can see him right over the shoulder.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. He's out of sorts tonight. Baxter, get down. But that and the cards and so it was good. Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Good.
Thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. It was fun. And of course, our friends in the chat were all on and keeping me company, which was nice.
Yeah, good. I may end up having to do from the hotel. I'm in training for the new job next week in Savannah, but I'll do the hotel gig thing. This way, I was looking. I have a little thing I can hook to something rather than try to prop up a phone on the garbage can like I did last time. But it worked. It still worked.
Yeah, it did. I will give all of the greetings to Baxter. Thank you, Cordelia and Bree and Francie, and I'll give them some extra pets later for you. Hello, Sandy, and hello to our friend Shirley as well. Hopefully not missing anyone. Hello, Francie and Melissa and the whole gang.
Yep, saw Christy pop in, yeah.
Yeah.
Baxter's our token guest, except he's not very interactive. He just kind of like climbed up there. Now it looks like he like conked out already.
Yeah. Yeah. He's very out of sorts tonight. I don't know why. He's just like wanting me to sit in the chair with him. And I told, like, I have regular conversations with them, and I'm like, just a little while. We'll go ahead and sit and cuddle in a while.
We do the same. We do the same. And then we're like, he's always like ready to eat an hour before. We're like, you got an hour. You have to wait an hour. Like, get back up here on the couch. You have to wait. You got one more hour. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Francie, I'll figure out something. I'm going to have to bring a clip or something. I do have a cell phone clip, so I think I can clip it to something in the hotel. We'll figure something out. So, yeah. Well, should we go down and take a look at what our product is?
That sounds good. I think we have something really fun tonight.
I'm going to switch view. I think this view looks a little bit wider for people to kind of see stuff. Let me straighten out my camera here just a little bit. All right. So pack tonight, everyone. No discount on this bundle. However, you buy the bundle this evening, you will get an extra pack of the A2 card bases in there. It does come with let me get my sticky note out. It does come with one pack of the A2 card bases. You'll get a second pack for free by purchasing the bundle this evening. However, because it's Pooh, and Pooh is a very popular individual, we're not discounting this one, but you just get the free extra pack. So bundle this evening. So we're using the Secret Garden paper. If you have not seen this paper pack, you guys, I think so far since I've started on the design team, this is probably the most beautiful paper pack I think I've received. These papers are just absolute. I've used these. We had this at Spring Fling, and I've made a couple other cards since Spring Fling with these, and now tonight with Pooh. So this is just a great card pack. Then you are getting the Treasured Friendship stamp set, and so this is Pooh and Piglet walking down a little path with 4 little sentiments on it. Then you are getting the green aqua pigment, the orange shimmer pigment, and the pastel, I think, wasn't it? The pastel spring daisy pigment. Yep. And then we added Fallen Snow, which I've got to grab mine. Hopefully it's sitting up here. The Fallen Snow Glitter Glaze, which Walter twisted my arm and made me buy a pack of some of this when I was at Spring Fling, and now it's like amazing. And then we've got the Alabaster cardstock. Let me make sure I've got everything on there. Yep. So purchasing this bundle, you will get one extra free pack of those A2 card bases that I don't have sitting out here. So
Yep.
All right.
You got it all. Yeah.
And then our cards for the evening. So do you want to do yours?
Sure, I'd love to. So I went ahead and created a nice little evening silhouette scene with Pooh and Piglet walking through a little hilly area. And when we start doing the card, I'll show you how I used the aqua pigment, the shimmer pigment, to really transform the paper from what it really looks like to this nice nighttime scene. This all here, the green, is all just painted in. I just created that area with the aqua pigment. So we have Pooh and Piglet walking, and thank you for sticking by my side.
Love it. Love it. Love it. I went a little on that mixed media kind of feel on mine. So I couldn't help myself but do some deconstruction. So what I did is I took an old antique book page to make it look like a story page or storybook. Mm-hmm. Then I had to stamp this twice so I could fussy cut around it, and I'll show everyone how to do that. But I fussy cut around on the paper. Then my idea was to make it look like this path was walking from basically the paper on like into a book or into a story.
Yeah.
And then all my watercolor is on the book page. And then I just took a few colored pencils to enhance a little bit. And then I just smeared that fallen snow over my paper. And then I did the little greeting embossed with "I love walking through life with you." Because I figured it was just fit perfect for kind of like walking through a book or a story kind of thing. So that is
Absolutely.
mine.
That it's gorgeous, Shawn. That was a fabulous idea to incorporate the book page in there.
And I had to honestly, I read the page just to make sure there was nothing to. I won't say what the book is, but it's an old book, and I thought I better read the page in case so there's nothing that's somebody would actually read it.
Nothing scandalous.
I wish I don't have kids. I don't have any kids books, so I need to go get some kids books so that I have some story pages for kids stuff like this. But
Yeah.
nothing scandalous on the. I had to look for some scandalous stuff on here. So.
Oh, too funny. I have to
right.
say, this was really a lot of fun to work with and create. So I really had a good time with this bundle this week.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, who said it? Somebody's like, I've used this quite a bit. I have. I've done a couple cards with this already, and just because this is such a great stamp set. I mean, it's so sweet and innocent, and I just obviously how can you hate Pooh to begin with? But
Yeah,
like Pooh and Piglet together, I mean, come on. All right,
absolutely.
So I am cutting my let me zoom back out. I'm cutting my paper the same size as my card front, which is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, because I need it the same size to stamp twice and then cut around what I need to cut around. So I'll get this one cut. So 3 and
Yeah, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm trimming down. This is a 6x6 paper. I made a standard A2 card, so I'm not losing much on the sides really. I'm just taking a 1/4 inch off of each side to bring it down to the 5.5, and now I'm just going to trim that top down to the 4 1/4. And I already, the only thing I did in advance tonight was I did cut out my frame from some of the alabaster cardstock, and I used a stacking rectangle die to cut out the center. But other than that, everything's going to be real time tonight.
I missed it at the beginning. Did you say you put the fallen snow on the frame? Is that what you did?
Yes, I put the fallen snow on the frame along with I used the orange shimmer pigment on there.
Gotcha.
Yep. And so just to show you how you can easily transform these beautiful patterned papers. Actually, let me move this overhead light a little bit. I'm going to go this way with it because it's putting a glare there. So here is what the paper looks like beforehand. As you can see, some blue and green up in the sky. None of that, the hill area that I created isn't there. And then I turned it into that nice golden sunset, just a little bit of the blue starting to appear on the sides, the sun setting right over the hill. So really, it's just a combination of doing some layering of the spring daisy and the orange shimmer, and then painting in my green hilly area. And similar to Shawn with the trail of footprints, I also have that on the stamp. And I just used a lighter gray alcohol marker to go ahead and make it look like there's a little bit of a worn path there.
Yeah, and I just did same. I just did my colored pencils just as like a little touch up at the end is all I really did, and then to color Piglet and stuff,
Yep. Yeah, these papers, there's no limit to what you can really do with them, and you can use them just as they are, or you can easily transform them with just a little bit of some color.
Well, and mix and match too. I mean,
yeah,
all the papers just match. The fronts and backs. So just mixing and matching them too.
Yep. Oh, thanks, Francie and Christy. I appreciate that.
So when I fussy cut this out, I am not going right up to the stamp itself. I'm just leaving a little bit of an edge because I want this to kind of come away so I can still see some of that storybook behind it. And then around the stump, I'm going in between just so that it looks like it's popping out from every element of this stamp. And I saved 2 pieces of it. I'm saving this little piece I'm cutting out now, and then the corner piece that will tear. But you do not need to be precise on your fussy cutting on this one.
Nice. Sometimes it's nice to throw precision out the window.
It's totally.
Hey, Ellen. Nice to see you on here, my friend.
Just checking who I've missed. So, yep, Ellen, I think I missed. Hello, Ellen. Welcome.
Ellen has been rocking the Brutus Monroe fan group with her city, with the city. What is it? The City View products.
I was literally just going to say that. She has been putting up some amazing cards.
Yes, she has. I am loving them, Ellen. Hey, Candy.
So now that I've cut out the one little piece here, just so everybody knows my process, I cut out this little piece around the path, followed the path, and I just followed the tree stump. So I have that little piece I'm going to throw in there. Then I followed the other side of the path around Piglet, the in-between piece of Piglet and Pooh. And now from that piece to where I want over here, I'm just going to tear. And then this will be that side piece, the stamp in between storybook there. All right. This obviously we can keep. I have not done it, but I was going to cut this out, the stamp, and then throw it on another piece and do the reverse if you wanted to double the bang for your buck on that one.
There you go.
And for mine, I just know that I have the path and then green working up to blue in the trees. So I will stamp this out and then just work around that before I lay my pieces down. So I kept my stamp in the same spot. And I just got to make sure the paper is in the same spot when I stamp this out.
Hello, Nikki. Nice to see you tonight. Oh, Shawn, we have a question for you from Miss Christie. I saw you met Sandy in person. How did you two meet up?
Oh, yeah. So Sandy knew I was coming to Minneapolis, St. Paul, to start my new job last week. And I got an apartment on the St. Paul side. Sandy lives in that South St. Paul area. So her and I just connected and thought, let's just meet up I was kind of busy up until Sunday morning. I was flying out Sunday. So Sandy picked this really good. Oh my gosh. Like they make their own pastries and muffins and stuff. And picked this coffee shop kind of close by her area. And so we just met at the coffee shop Sunday morning before I flew back to Georgia to pack and move up there. So we had Sandy can attest to this too. We had the best conversation and good coffee. And it was kind of fun. It's just so fun to meet everybody in person. We were talking about, that spring fling, how I got to see Dana in person and then the team. And it's just kind of fun, Christy, because now I know Christy from being on here.
That's awesome. I look forward to when I go out to see my friends in Woodbury, which is not far from St. Paul at all.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll all have to meet up. That would be awesome.
Well, okay, so now you're just gonna have to make a trip to Minnesota so we can all hang.
I know. Yeah, definitely.
Melissa, yes, I have a new job, and to make a long story short and uncomplicated, I am moving. Partner's going to stay here for now until we decide what we're doing, and I'll go back and forth and rented an apartment. So we're keeping our house here in Georgia for now. That's the most uncomplicated part of the story.
Hey, Mary Alice, I
Oh,
didn't see
Francie,
you.
yes, Francie. Sorry. In France, well, actually, France. I forgot a whole bunch of people. Spring Fling. So Francie. Then I got to meet Elizabeth Costa Rogers. She's not on the team, but she was my first live together, and
Oh,
it
really?
was, yep. So it was fun meeting everybody.
Nice. Absolutely. I agree, Sandy.
What'd she say? Yes, Walter.
She said we
Yes,
need
yes,
yeah.
for sure. I didn't grab some water. I got to grab a little bit of water.
Yeah, I have my much loved water jar that I use for rinsing off brushes. It's such a pretty color that I don't want to dump it. It really is. It's so pretty.
And it's probably got a little shimmer going on in there, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, totally.
So honestly, this is like no fuss watercolor. I mean, I'm just tracing because papers, I just want this to melt around the paper. So chopped sirloin, chopped grilled cheese. Oh, is this what we had? Oh, chopped liver. But yes, we did have grilled cheese, a good grilled cheese, actually. Yeah, Candy, you had mentioned the junkies before, and I think Sandy might have mentioned them. I've got to get hooked up with with this with this group. Sandy and I have already kind of started planning. Like once I get moved, we're gonna have some craft nights, and she's got like a group of people she said she wants to introduce me to. So I'm excited.
That's awesome. Nice. Are you going to, so is Firefly Farm anywhere near St. Paul?
I don't know what is that.
It's a craft store. They also have retreats. I believe that's the name of it, Firefly Farm. Jen Shirkus goes and teaches there once or twice a year.
I have.
Yeah, and I ordered from them. They had a 49 and Market Christmas special kit in stock, and she was so nice. I called her, said Jen Shirkus said you might have it, and she was like, I do. She's like, how do you know Jen? And we got to talking a bit, and she shipped it to me. It was so nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I feel like Sandy might have mentioned something about that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Candy's agreeing with you. Firefly Farm is the best.
Yeah, very nice. Actually, this summer they're doing a bus trip out to from Minnesota out to Cape Cod, and they're going to spend some time with Jen.
Oh,
Which is pretty
nice.
cool. Yeah.
I like her stuff too. 45 minutes away, Sandy said. So that's not bad. I mean,
Not bad at all.
I'm used to down here. Anything's an hour away, so that's nothing.
Yep.
Somebody asked, I don't remember who. This is not watercolor paper. This is I guess I didn't explain how I put this on. This is an old book page that I put on just white cardstock, and I put it on with what did I use on this one? I gotta look. I used a matte gel medium to glue it down, and I did it on the back side, put it down, then I raked it over the top with gel medium, not gesso, just to give it a little texture for taking on the watercolor. Because it's an old book, it sops up everything really well. So I don't remember who asked. I saw it fly by, but I don't remember who asked it.
Yeah, I agree, Sandy. Trisha is so nice.
So the only spot I used the spring daisies in the sky. I randomly did my blue, and then when you add this one on here, it kind of spreads it just a little bit like a cloud. So I just put that in between so I could still have some words kind of showing through this clear.
Oh, Melissa, you crack me up.
Where's that? Oh, I have no life. I'd love to meet up with anyone who comes to vacation here. Need to get her on a plane.
Yes. Well, she's got a lot that keeps her busy there, so
Yeah, life does that.
it sure does. There. So I've gone ahead and I painted in the sky, made it that nice orange, just a little bit of blue off to the side, so you get that effect of just the last vestiges of the sun kind of poking up over the hill. Added in the green hill, and then I just took a light warm gray alcohol marker and just ran it over just to try to blend it in a bit and make it look a little bit more natural. And I'm also starting to set up where my little path is going to live.
You said you did that with alcohol marker, the path?
Yes. So the stamp and an alcohol marker. Yep.
Okay.
So when I stamped it, obviously the footsteps went ahead and started the shape of the path. And then I just went in with an alcohol marker and it kind of gave it that worn out look a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. This is true, Melissa. Yes. Thank you, Francie. I'm just going to use the heat tool a little bit here.
Yeah, Christy, I'm kind of excited to have a little crew to craft with. I don't have that. I mean, Cordelia's close to me. We've just never made the effort to get together and craft. We did meet and have wine and lunch, but we haven't crafted together yet. But yeah, it'll be kind of fun to have like a crew. I'm gonna have to invest in some crafting on the go supplies or something that's easier to carry than what I brought to Spring Fling, but well, hi, Merlin. I'm assuming it's Merlin, not Mary Lynn. Yeah, Merlin. Hi, Merlin from San Diego. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
So again, just to remind everyone, no discount on our bundle this evening. You just get the free pack of A2 card bases. So you're getting one with the bundle, plus you'll get a second free if you order this evening for the bundle. And then just so everybody is aware, Walter and I are both on the design team for Brutus Monroe. So everything for stamps and things that we're using this evening, these were given to us free as design team members to feature and especially to use on our YouTubes here to show what we both can do and our each own little style on this stuff.
Yeah. Have some fun together, be inspired, and get some ideas from all of you too.
Yep. I wonder if I can dot this a little bit off that red to mute that red a little. Shawn, you can be the leader and you can have matching jackets and a secret handshake. Yeah.
Oh, Christy.
That sounds a little like a secret grease handshake and leather jacket.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, who was it? Was it the pink? I want
The
to say
pink
pink ladies.
ladies and the T-birds.
Yeah. Hey, but I know somebody that could make these. Dana on our team made this jacket that she wore to Spring Fling, had patches and things on it, took it off. Inside, she had cut out like a Brutus Monroe shirt, and everybody signed the inside. It was really cool.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was very, very cool.
Wow. Oh, thanks, Sandy.
I probably should have smushed this instead of wasted this, but oh well. All right, I got to dry up a little bit.
Now, the nice thing is where I'm just going for a silhouette of Pooh and Piglet, it makes coloring them a lot easier because I'm just going to do it in gray, which worked out really nice on the example that I made. Where I need to be careful is you have these beautiful trees and little shrubs off to the side. You can stamp those in and have them running off of the card if you'd like. I'm just kind of going around them just to, so I just have Pooh and Piglet and their footsteps and just some of the taller grass to the side. But really, you could stamp the whole stamp if you want to and get that whole image in there.
If you guys haven't looked at this Pooh stuff, I'm telling you, this is not the only stamp set, and you got to go check it out. They're just so stinking adorable, and the paper, the Honey Acres paper. Do you have that, Walter?
I do. I do. It's fabulous.
The color of that whole color pack. I love that color of that color scheme.
Yeah.
Cordelia, no, that's not. Well, I don't listen to Francie at all on that one. That's not true. But I know, like, literally just met, and then we didn't even have a chance to do anything.
Oh, Francie.
Well, just so everybody knows, I'm moving, but it'll probably be close to 40, 50, 50, 50 something in back here in Atlanta and then up north. So there'll be some work from home opportunities. So I am trying to figure out how to strategically split my craft room and take what I need and equipment and stuff so I can have it at both spots.
There we go. Got that stamped.
You did a vintage one. Everybody needs to go check out your vintage one. I think it was on the Brutus Monroe fan page, if I remember right.
The one I posted today?
Yeah, that vintage one. The colors is just so nice on that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was the as soon as I received the sets, I like that particular. Well, this set that we're using was the one I used actually. That was the first idea I had, was to go ahead and, thinking of like a vintage Winnie the Pooh book cover, showing him and Piglet walking off in the snow together. This one's like more of a summery scene, but the one I posted today in the fan group is a winter scene. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. It was that was a lot of fun.
What did you use to I'm gonna make up a word. What did you use to vintagize the card? Like just a ink, like a vintage photo ink or something? Or
yes, yep, exactly. So
okay.
Actually, you know what? I have a second, so why don't I grab that and I can show it real quick.
That's always my struggle. Like, I like the vintage look, but my struggle is getting that nice, perfect vintage color off of it.
Yep. I am listening. I ran away for a second and it's not where I thought it was. Isn't that always the way?
Yes. Hey, Mary Alice. Mary Alice. How are you? Are you back up with the Lake Mary Alice fishing and stuff still, or what's is that done?
Aha, there it is. It was hiding under one. So this is the card that Shawn was referring to that I posted in the on the
Yeah,
Brutus Monroe fan club today. It was actually really, really simple to make too. So this was a piece of their light blue cardstock. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but I had some left over. So it's the light blue cardstock. And yeah, I just went in with some vintage photo and some scorched timber. And I spray. Oh, and you know what? I also sprayed two things. I sprayed the tail feathers chroma mist, and I also used the one of my favorite products that I think is still in stock, and we've talked about it, is the tea stain. This bottle's just about gone, but this just adds in some of that nice grunge as well.
Oh,
Yeah, and then I put it onto a lunch bag card base. I cut out using the I think they're called the egg the nesting egg dies, those oval ones. They make a beautiful frame. That's the penny aqua pigment around it that gave it that nice brass look. Painted a little bit of the tail feathers around there as well for some aging and tarnish. Then I used a regular oval die to die cut my scene out, put it onto the frame, and then I put some acetate on top of it. So it looks like there's some glass there too.
yeah, that color. I mean, it's just that perfect. I mean, it literally looks like a real old photo. The color's just perfect on it.
Thank you.
How it muted out, you know.
Yeah. Elegant egg dye. Thank you, Sandy. Thanks very much, Mary Alice and Ellen. And I know Francie, me using Lunchpad. Can you believe it? I think that might have been my first time using it. And if you believe that, I have a bridge that I'd like to talk to you about selling.
Yes, right. I need one. I think I threw it back in my little baggie, thinking it was a spare. I think Piglet always had a pink or a purple scarf, if I remember right.
Yes. Yeah. I usually color it like a pinkish color, yeah.
Yeah.
Christy, you are not wrong. I do love my Brutus Monroe packing paper. That is for certain.
Yes.
I truly do. So once I stamped them, I just went in with a warm gray and colored them in. And I didn't want to go completely like, a full dark black, simply because I wanted to, like, there's so much nice detail in the body of Pooh with all of like the little lines that give him his texture that I wanted those to still be seen a bit. So
I'm just adding a little extra colored pencil to mine this time around, just to get a little extra texture out of it. So I'm just smearing this with some Gamsol, just to give it a little extra before I assemble here and do my sentiment.
hello, Isis.
Isis,
Nice to
welcome.
see you.
Little tear, so I'm just going to glue that down while we're ramping up. Probably could have left that tear, actually. All right, sentiment, my favorite part of the entire evening. I just don't know what it is.
So the other thing I did that wasn't a part of the stamp is when I stamped the grass, it's over on the side of them. And I purposely left it on there because all I'm going to do is take a nice fine tipped black detail marker and just lightly draw it down so it looks like that grass is coming up from that area. Just extend those lines down. Just another little fun level of detail that you can add in yourself.
I need to tell Christopher to invent a tool. I know we all have these little pokey tools and tweezers and stuff, but invent a tool that'll place little sentiments in place without sticking to your finger. Just
that would be useful. And then I'm just going to come in and kind of give the indication with a gray marker, going where their footprints are, as if they're coming right along a path. And the nice thing is it doesn't have to, you don't want it to be a straight line. You just want it to look like it's meandering a bit. So
Christy has a question for you. She's wanting to know if you ever use the, excuse me, the Stabilo pencil.
What is a Stabilo pencil? I don't know if I'm familiar with it.
I'm not either.
Yeah.
Sandy, that's what I did use my tweezers. Yes. It's usually my tweezers or my little pick tool to move this around.
Tell me, Christy, what is it? Francie. That's not true. I do sometimes.
Okay. Yes, I actually use mine a fair amount. When I was in the beauty industry, I used them a lot more than I do when I craft, but I don't use them for my eyebrows too much anymore. I think I've just gotten lazy with age. And I think at some point you just I'm not concerned about that stuff as much as I used to be anymore. And I don't have to worry about selling it, so I didn't have to color my hair and do my brows to upsell it to clients. My favorite is we used to do nose waxes at my salon.
Ooh.
Like the inside of the nose.
Yeah. Did that hurt?
It happens so fast that it kind of startles you for a second.
Okay.
But you as you pull the see if I can zoom out. As you this is my hand pinching the top of the nose like this, and then you hold the two popsicle sticks, and as you yank it down, you slide your finger down and pinch the bottom of the nose. So I think that startles people more than they feel the pain. It was great for guys with the hair coming out of the bottom of their nose,
Wow. Yeah, no, I the one thing that's really bummed me out about getting older is having to make sure that I look in the mirror and that I don't have any little hairs coming out of my ears.
Yes.
Can't stand that. And I don't know about you, but I get these little hairs on top of my nose that I use my tweezers to pluck out. They're not in my nose. They're on top.
No, not on top. I get them coming out. They're coming out the bottom of my nose, and now I've got them around the ridges and on the inside of my ears.
Okay.
But I just use my little trimmer, but
yeah, jeez, not easy.
Yes.
Francie, you are hysterical. Yes, Francie does my hair for me.
See how I can line this up, steady hands here.
Francie, Christy, and Melissa got a chance over the weekend to see what I looked like when I was in high school and had hair that was bright, bright red.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, I was a ginger.
Natural color red.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Natural. Yep.
And now, I mean, you shave your head now just because you've lost a lot of it, or are you kind of completely bald?
Yeah, no, I was losing it. So people told me, I bet you'd look younger if you shaved your head. So I shaved my head, and lo and behold, it took years off my appearance. So I've actually been shaving my head for probably about 2009. What's that? 16 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Melissa.
Flag that on the right side.
You're very kind to say that. I don't know if adorable is the word I would use. I kind of was thinking more like the movie Revenge of the Nerds, but
oh, jeez. Sandy, before you became a solar-powered craft machine, that's to you. And I knew Francie would laugh at that one. All right, I am glued together. Then I think I've got to add my snow and distress a little bit. So I did distress this sheet, the edges with just a distressing tool a little bit. Not a ton. I just wanted enough to have a little roughness to it. And then I just went back through with my ink just to lightly color the edges of it. Melissa, you didn't live with him, Brenda. Oh boy, I hear stories on I hear the undertone in that one. It's funny.
Oh, thanks, Sandy. That was very nice of you. Thank you.
Francie, yes. But I haven't used it hardly that much, and I feel like it's dull and it just folds the paper, and I thought it was me, so good to know. I feel like it didn't last very long before it started getting dull on me. I used it a fair amount, but not enough that I haven't even had it that long to have it go dull on me.
Oh, a distress tool?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I may have shared my distress tool before. I just use a plastic knife. And
you did see that.
Fabulous job. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm going to invest in another one because I'll just use I'm going to have to try the plastic knife because I mean, it's a great idea. It just feels like it's dull.
Yeah.
Way too quick. I'll try that up just a little.
Oh, Christy. Okay, I think you showed me one of those pencils when we were down the Cape. No, I've never used a shading pencil like that. Typically, when I want to do shading, it's just I'll use the gray alcohol markers. They seem to usually do the trick for me.
So your sister is saying that you were the rose between the thorns, that you never got in trouble.
That's because I was a nerd. Yeah. I mean,
Jeez.
no, I truly was. Like, I was very focused on academics and, you know, um, yeah, just did my own thing.
That's all right. That is totally all right.
Yeah. I like to think that I kind of blossomed as I got older. So,
Yep.
it wasn't so bad.
So because I stamped this in the same spot when I fussy cut this out, and then the book, when I lay these together, now it's just piecing right around where I cut. So it's just like a little puzzle. But that's why I gave myself a little give too, just in case you're off just a little bit. You've got just a little bit of give for yourself. If you're too precise on this, you're going to have just trouble lining things up. This is not a get too fancy and precise kind of technique.
I'm still just loving you incorporating that old page. That is a great, great idea.
I just always remember as a kid the Pooh story, like my mom reading the book, So I was like, I had to have words. I had to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I remember with the older Disney Winnie the Pooh cartoons, there was actually one or two that had the book and the characters walking off the book. So, yep.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's right.
Yeah, I remember that.
All right. I had my sentiment, and where did I put it? Couldn't have gone too far here. Oh, here it is. Mixed with my pencils. All right. So I'm using mustard for my matte layer. That I'll just distress the edges of that just a little, or ink blend distress the edges of that just a little bit.
Sandy, I have not tried the whipped honey yet. I did use some of the faux honey, and it is yes, exactly, Melissa. Sorry, Sandy. I do like the faux honey. It's really fun to use. And yes, Melissa, I was trying to think of the name of who narrated that, and you're right, it was Sebastian Cabot. Yep.
Ooh, that's good trivia right there.
Yeah. Yep. Good good call there.
That whipped honey, I've used it once so far through a stencil. It's nice. It's just so, it's got a little thicker, creamier consistency, so it lays down really nice. I like the texture of it is just so nice. Kudos to who's our manufacturer lady that works with Christopher's mom. Do you remember her name?
Oh,
Irina.
I bet you Francie knows.
Yeah, I'm sure one of these will know. She's the one that formulated it. Like, kudos to her. Oh, hey, I just realized I just caught it. Hey, Penny, she's working in the background
Penny.
For us. I haven't seen her comment yet tonight. So, well, thank you, Penny, for hanging and
yes,
doing what she does best. So when I did this for my test card, I'm going to just zoom in a little bit because I want to try this. When I did this for my test card, I just used the Fallen Snow on the Secret Garden page only. I didn't put it on the rest because I thought the watercolor would smear, but I'm going to try because what I would like is once it's wet, I want to see if it should intensify this color for me. So I'm going to smear it over the whole top of the card this time. And I'm not shy. I just sometimes just use my fingers. I don't need a palette knife.
Nothing wrong with that. You should see
Oh yeah.
my hands. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it is over top of that watercolor, just is brightening it up. That looks really cool.
Yeah. I'm
What were you gonna
somebody who
say?
I was just going to say I don't wear gloves when I use alcohol inks. So for a good day or so afterwards, my hands are multicolored.
Oh yeah. I don't wear gloves too often just because I feel like it gets in the way. I like to get messy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that just got it really rich. I'll try that just a little so I can put my sentiment over that. Natalia. There you go. Thank you, Francie. Yeah, genius on that whipped honey.
Oh, Mrs. Beasley. Yes, I remember Mrs. Beasley. I never watched Family Affair very much. I did see it a few times. I guess I was always more of a My Three Sons type of person. I liked that theme song. Da, 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 da.
I don't know if I've ever watched Family. I don't know if I watched it either.
Ellen. True that. True that.
Hey, that is totally true actually, because if you scrub your hair just a little extra, it will kind of wash some of it off. That is totally true.
Hey, Andrea. Nice to see you.
Hello, hello. All right, we're gonna pop my sentiment up.
All right. I know you're close to done, and I just finished as well.
I am. All I got left is my sentiment, and that's what I'm working on. Wow, we're like neck and neck this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think these like here's what I feel about this week's cards. I feel like if you look at our cards, I feel like they look more complicated than what they are.
Oh, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, mine, I will be 100% forthright in saying I think it was pretty easy. So,
Yeah, same here. Like it was like no line coloring and just, no brainer. I mean,
yeah.
I think the worst part of it was fussy cutting out the paper. That was it.
Yep. Yeah, and for me, it was really just the thing that took the most time was just watercoloring the paper with the aqua pigment.
Yep.
I think
All right.
what I will do is just do a little coat of the gray over the green just to dull it down a bit and have it blend in.
You're never late. We just appreciate you popping in anytime. You're just perfectly in time to catch the end and catch what these cards look like at the end. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
So here's my two. So this one on the left was my first one for the sample card. And then I did just a little extra coloring on my one tonight. And I smeared, which makes a huge difference in my opinion. I smeared the fallen snow over the whole card versus this card. I just put it on the paper I fussy cut. And I like how it intensified this one better tonight. So, and I added a more colored pencil, but yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that is just a fabulous design, Shawn. That is really so gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And for me, it was pretty much there. It's pretty much the exact same card, just a couple of things in different places based on. I went a little bit higher with my little grassy hill tonight than I did on the original, but essentially pretty much the same. And what I love about it is it's just so easy to stamp and color in, like in a darker gray, your characters to give that nice silhouette of them against the going into the sunset.
Love it. Francie says it's dreamy and ethereal. I agree, because yours it's got that a little cloudiness, like it's a dream kind of thing. Like, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Let's head up to our
Yes.
main cams here. We're just in time. I told Walter at the beginning, so I was doing some filming today, and my little transmitter for my mic, I was like, let's just pray it makes it through to the end. And I think we're just cutting it right on the wire.
Nice.
Yeah. So thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
We just appreciate you guys showing up for us every week and checking out our cards. But we appreciate you guys. I mean, like Ellen and all of Isis, even Isis has put out some really beautiful cards. So we love that you guys are getting inspired by all of the team and throwing your stuff out on the fan page and stuff. So we just love that.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, you all inspire us. So that's what I love about this is we can all just inspire and learn from each other.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. They're just loving our cards. So they're just a roll. And thank you guys so much. We will see you next week. Next week, I will be live via the hotel room in Savannah with whatever I can find to prop up besides a garbage can. So, so all right, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.